I'm just sitting in the lobby here now for whoever's watching. Just getting set up. It looks like there might be some members of the team in a ranked game for one of the teams that are about to be playing. Which is not where you want to be when you're supposed to in a beer league series. One ban, baby. Yes, that's what I heard. That'll be exciting. And switch over to the draft at least. Do you know? Let's see. Looks like RP is on blue side. Is this not gonna be? Oh, I know what's going on. One sec. Let's... Hello, Jamie. Why not? We'll do it this way. Is that gonna? Well, they're starting. Turns out RP is gonna have one whole band to work with tonight, and bear with me while I fail to fix this because there's so many things going on. There we go. Maybe now we're cooking. Alright, should be able to go back to this now. I could not. It's still broke on this. Very cool. Whatever, we don't need the cool overlay for this. I'm just going to go back to this one. Alright. They used their one ban on Zach, it looks like. Not the player, of course. The champion. Yeah, I'm by myself, Jamie. Well, Tears here. So, can you hear this? I picked up. Oh, yeah, there we go. I bought a piano, a keyboard, and I can almost play like 10 seconds of a song poorly. So check this out. This is for you, Jamie. Only one mistake so far. Not bad. That's for you, baby. Wait. Oh, maybe they're... Oh, I really install. Can't be played anyways right now because Beer League just got reworked. It's going to take another patch cycle, so they're just banning to speed up the time, I'm guessing. Yeah, they just have to wait out this one. Alright, McDonald's Dinner Club does ban out the Lulu and Vi. Now the Yorick. Vi, I think, is just really obnoxious right now. I think whenever she's good, it's annoying, especially now that I'm playing AD carry. It's just really fun when there's just a champion that can just click on you and you're just dead. But first pick the Twitch. With the Vi ban, yeah, that's one tool to get on Twitch easier. Well, granted, it's not locked in yet, but we'll see. Actually going with the Thrush, maybe? Or they're just baiting me? No, Thrush does get locked in. You can probably hear Tyr just going sicko mode in the back there, but yeah, he's having a good time, so. Let's see. Could probably pull up one of Trevor's songs here. So there's something that's not Tyr just going to town. Alright. Heimerdinger Zyra picked up by McDonald's Dinner Club. Zyra almost for sure going to Dan. I wonder if they're letting... What's going on here? So yeah, there's Are they just letting Joe play Heimerbot or what? Or maybe they planned this too. Like maybe they've been practicing it. The Archlector himself on Heimer. That would basically be a GG right there. Kha'Zix. They, old Trevor, my back is sore. A classic. He's subbing in since he's in the other group here. In fact, I should specify why RP has one band to work with. That's because they have last-minute subs of Trevor and Simi no Mas. Trevor going into the jungle and Simi no Mas going into the support role tonight. Looks like he's going to be playing that Thresh Trevor on the Kha'Zix. Thresh Twitch is pretty good. Twitch is looking to either assassinate or scale up. Does both very well. And Lantern can help kind of go in with the stealth, try to pick someone off, and then get out a little safer. The Kha'Zix Rengar matchup with the high-rated junglers here, and both kind of one-trick. Certainly their mains. They've both expanded their pools quite a bit, but yeah. Looks like... Yeah, Trevor playing now. Oh, shoot. Here we go, because it's a fun matchup to watch, though, too. I like watching, at least on the spectator side of things. I'm not necessarily saying Rengar and Kha'Zix are like the best picks here in the organized fives, but it's always a lot of fun to watch the two assassin junglers instead of like, just a Sejuani and, Zach or something just sit there and hit each other for 5 minutes. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's some nice AD on the side of MDC to supplement the Heimer Zyra potentially bot lane. We're getting a Spotify link I'm tempted to click, but we are also live, so I should probably not. Gotta wait up the missed bans here, but we do have Ornn and Malphite going, banned away from MDC, trying to pick away at Bobby Joe Green, I believe, in the top lane. They want to get a matchup here where, they want to get rid of some of these, people kind of meme on them, but like Ornn and Malphite especially are two where people are like, well, if you think you're going to lose lane, you think you're maybe outclassed or something. Yeah, it's just put people on there, and it's just really good engage. You can be 50 CS down, and it doesn't matter that much as long as they don't just roll all your turrets down or whatever, because you can in the case of Ornn, just provide a ton of stats to your teams and have a good engage, or Malphite just has a ridiculous go button for the team. So but we're getting Caitlyn Jax, which means that might be they might be no, it couldn't be Caitlyn support. People have been running that, which is just wild, but good old 2023 drafts are basically double AD carry half the time. I think there's a good chance it's AP Twitch mid, and then Thresh Kate bot. And then, Ivern to round out the MDC, which means Nunya playing Ivern mid with the Rengar, I believe, which I'm a fan of. Or do they not have? Oh, yeah, no, Joe's playing. I don't know what's going on here. I'm also mixing up teams. That's Reese's team. Who's going to play? I just know he plays Ivern. Is Ben playing? Ben must be playing Ivern. That just does not seem like a Ben champ. But also he normally just plays whatever's good. And if he's going to be playing, with Cody's Rengar, Ivern's probably the best at enabling that. So, at least in terms of mid laners, you can create the bushes that Ivern will be able to leap out of. Trevor is subbing in for someone. He's subbing in for the jungler for, and it's blind pick, so at least this will go quickly here. But hopefully everyone doesn't lock in right away, because if you do, it gives you 10 seconds to make your ruin pages. Trevor is subbing in for the jungler for RP, which, let me double check here. Sorry, I should just know this, but it is, they actually don't have a, maybe I shouldn't know this. They don't have a jungler listed. I guess they have someone on their team listed without a role, Macho Caribou. But then Atlas is listed as a sub, but I think, Atlas is playing. I don't know. I guess they just don't have a jungler or something. But then, of course, Simi no Mas is filling in for the... Well, actually, I'm not sure who... Well... Looks like their 80 carry. Yeah, Estoc's gone. Okay. Wait, is Blue Metal gone too? Oh my god, they just don't have... Okay, so this is... It's kind of wild. It'll be It'll be interesting to see what happens here. Kind of the yeah, Blue Metal or Benson now and Estock are good friends, and we're on a team before, so they're both gone. They have a lot of synergy. I'm not sure exactly how much the team will suffer from them both being gone, but I don't know. It sucks too because it's McDonald's Inner Club, who is uh, arguably the most stacked team, or certainly one of them this season. So it kind of sucks when you're getting one ban and missing half your team, but I like their draft. It's going to make for an interesting game. And I actually like Trevor going Kha'Zix because it's like a game like this where realistically I don't want to. It's just, you're missing two members of your team and you only got to ban one champion. Like you would, and you're against a really solid team. So like you're probably expected to lose or at least have a really tough time. But picking something like Kha'Zix enables Trevor, who's one of their subs, to, if he gets ahead, Kha'Zix can just make the game just a Kha'Zix show. So I think it's fine to just, instead of, because I don't think they're going to win out of just straight up macro and team fighting and scaling up like a normal, League of Legends game. So I kind of like leaning into the chaoticness of the Kha'Zix and what is potentially Twitch mid. The Caitlyn Thresh is a little normal, but also like I think it's obviously you don't have to go all crazy. But I am curious about the Heimerdinger Zyra. I really hope that's just Heimerdinger Zyra bot with Joe and Dan. That just seems fun. And Joe always looking for a chance to bring out the Heimerdinger. His is legendary, probably the best there is. And I say probably it definitely is. But then Ivor just to set up the Rengar. So draft wise, I don't fucking know. It's both are pretty wild, but I think in terms of cohesion, just looking at like Ivor and Rengar, of course, is good. Heimerdinger Zyra is really annoying for lane, but Caitlyn's one of the the longest range AD carry at level 1. Probably able to deal with those turrets pretty easy and keep wave contested, or at least compared to most AD carries anyway, she can contest wave shove, and Thresh should be able to continually auto the wave to help with that being a range support. So I think that lane will be interesting, but we'll see how that one goes. But yeah, I don't know. If Rengar gets rolling or Kha'Zix gets rolling, it could be basically what a lot of this hinges on. But of course, Trevor subbing in for a team he doesn't normally play on, sometimes that can make it a little tougher to play around. So yet again, there's a little advantage to Cody there where he's got the Ivern to help set him up, and it's on a team that he always plays with. So yeah, I guess long way to say my money's on MDC, which is no surprise, but I do like what RP's got going here, and I'd like to, I always like rooting for the underdogs here, so their team comp's pretty wild. So I mean, both team comps pretty wild, but it'd be fun to see. I think that's an AP Twitch with the Kha'Zix just pop off. But any predictions in chat? Jamie's basically the only one that's been typing, but yeah, they're pretty wild comps. Yeah, it is. They're both pretty wild. I mean, I guess to be fair, the only thing like super crazy on the side of RP is that there's the Twitch, but AP Twitch mid, which I'm not sure if it's AP or mid yet, but I'm assuming it is. It's actually a decent thing right now. It's kind of fringe. Not a lot of people play it, but unironically, AP Twitch mid's like decent right now. Obviously cheesy, but still decent. It looks like that is what it's going to be with the Hail of Blades and the Ignite. But yeah, could be a potentially very explosive game. They're pinging the Cled Ignite. Which, I don't know. Is it going to surprise them? Like, does Zach ever run teleport? I don't think so. Also, let me know how sound is. I don't know how my voice is compared to the game sound. I don't want to. Potential bangers incoming, absolutely. I think no matter what, this is going to be a fun one. So, yeah, and it does look like Ivor Zyra bot, if I had to guess here. Game sound is pretty low comparatively. Okay, I'll bump it up then. Let me know if that's better or if it's gonna be better. Let me know if I need to bump it up more. Pretty standard starts, which is almost a little disappointing at these team comps. Definitely bump it up a bit more. Alright. Let me know if that's good or what we're thinking. Yeah, pretty normal starts, which, again, a little disappointing, but that's good. Awesome. So, I don't know how this matchup goes, but I've played a little bit of Ivern mid, and what you can do a lot of times is you just max out your E, which is what you want to do on Ivern anyways, and you just walk into the wave with your E and clear it like that. Oh, I don't think I'd have taken that. Yeah, you don't win that trade, but it doesn't look like Twitch won it very heavily, but his poison's actually going to do a lot there since he has AP. Doesn't have a lot yet, but it's enough to increase that from 1 to 2 per stack, I believe, at this point. So Ben took probably an extra 70-something or so true damage since we looked at that there. Not surprisingly, Heimerdinger waves kind of got the shove, but honestly, again, yeah, the Kate Thresh are able to contest it pretty deep. That's so annoying, though, with the plants in the turrets. Zesty is throwing. Did someone pay him off? Yeah, nah, he's just, you know, he just likes to make it a little more difficult at first. He'll give a kill over. He always does the level 1, level 2 coin flippy fights, you know. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on in this game. Also, I gave him $30 to lose, so I don't really know what's happening. Major Brad, I believe that's, unless I'm mistaken, that's actually Zach's brother, I believe. So, hey, welcome to the stream. Love that Zach guy. I don't know why I'm seeing that message from Donovan from, like, hours ago. We got double ignites going out the mid lane. Though Ivern is potentially thanging here. Twitch is going to say, can't walk up there. If he gets hit by a Q, Ivern has E up. That's it. Close trades. Nice hook gets a little trade back. That lane's so oppressive. I don't think it's gonna be so hard to land a hook there too with the turrets and the plants. That's insane. Second worst Mundo NA. Hello back. I'd love to see the absolute worst Mundo NA, the first worst. Twitch going in, getting a Hail Blades proc. However, I think that's a mistake. Trevor in there though does get the flashback from Ivern. Thresh going in. Burns the exhaust, but he does get the flash out of Zyra. Ignite from Zach, but he's just going to be able to... Oh, he does get the flash from Jax. A lot happening, which is, yeah, that's what I was hoping for. He misses the Q. He's going to have to be careful. He's already been dismounted once, so he's not going to be able to build up stats. He's going to go down for first blood from Jax. And this lane's going to be very volatile. I was talking about the Kha'Zix show or the Rengar show. Jax can do that just as well, so you got to be careful there. Kled going down that early is not what you want to see. And, I know this game's a bit memey right now, but you don't want to drop a series when you're MDC when, you know, it's against a team with 2 subs and only 1 ban, so you definitely want to rein in it a bit and not be messing around too much. I hate to see it. Hopefully they can get back online at some point and show us just how bad that is. A nice gank from the Rengar lane, gank in the bush. Possible trade back. Do not walk up too far. Has to flash. Twitch looking, but he's not going to be able to get anything here. Someone's just got to be careful and catch that wave. Zach going in again. He's going to get dismounted. You are not winning these trades. I don't think I've seen him play Kled ever, so that's kind of cool, though. Yeah, Cody with the nice gank, of course. Dude's crack. Uh-oh, Zach's gotta be careful. He's gonna get stunned. Has to burn flash. Jack's pinging it out. We'll see if they can play around that timer. I will say, scaling-wise, I think it's definitely on the side of RP, too, with the AP Twitch, the Caitlyn, and I mean Caitlyn into Heimerdinger, who wants people to play into him, which Kha'Zix Jax will do. Like, that's their playstyle, they have to go in, but, like, Twitch, Alt, and Caitlyn just range allows them to play from very far away and avoid kind of playing into the Heimer Zyra's strength of wanting to be fought into instead of going in. So you're paying off Zach? It wasn't a joke then. I was kidding. It would not benefit me for him to lose. I wouldn't do it. It would be ridiculous. I would not pay him off. See, he's fine. Probably should have pointed out Draken going down, a bit ago to the side of RT. With, again, I think is the team with the side of scaling doesn't quite get to dismount. $30 is, in fact, just how much his integrity costs, by the way. I would not know personally, but it's just what I'm hearing. So if you ever want to win against MDC, just save up a little. Do your chores for the week. Yeah. I'd probably wait until playoffs, though. I think the rate goes up, I hear. Ignite from Twitch, if he can E, it's going to be a good amount, but he actually doesn't E in time. I think he should have just ripped it. I think he would have actually traded there. It is AP Twitch, so all your damage is heavily loaded into the poison and the E. Unlike, obviously, normal Twitch. Once you get the Nashers, it's like a huge spike for him, then he actually starts doing the damage. Didn't have mana for R, says I'm Atlas in the chat. The Twitch, that is. Unfortunate. Oh, I do like to see Ivor in mid doing well, though. Oh, really nice hook. Sneaks it between the minion and the turret there. Ivor actually might be going down. He has to burn both sums. Nice play from the bot lane of RP. They're doing really well. I mean, I say that as MDC is still 400 gold up, but again, 2 members down, 1 ban. Like, you're against a very strong team in MDC, so definitely props to them. Nice way to dodge out of most of the damage there. Does get hit by the root, but out of the range of the plants. This team will save him? Probably. I agree. Probably. Lands the Q, does not get the reconnect. I think that would have been the extent of the trade anyways. Tough to trade to the Jax with the E up. Oh, it does go for the flash hook, but again, all of those extra units and the plants and the turrets being in that lane just make it so tough. He just ends up hooking a plant. Rengar ult coming in. I do believe Jax already E'd. He gets ignited. He ults for some resist, but he goes down. Zach critically getting the kill there. Sack for Rengar's Bone Tooth Necklace, and Zach's back in the game. Ben with the Rurl. After I didn't see that. And as Brad pointed out, his team did in fact save him. I'm Atlas going in for the roam. So this is what you see out of the AP Twitch mid. And again, unironically a good pick, though he is behind now, so it's going to be tough for him to make things happen. Joe with the really nice turnaround on that. Ben shut up on the Iron, of course. Atlas has to dodge any potential Q there. He does get hit by it. Ben, oh, he couldn't quite connect because the camouflage, I believe. I don't think Ivor and Q gives true vision with the camouflage. Jax v Wild and indeed. Oh, but overstayed by the Twitch and uh-oh, Daisy Stampede. You know what I'm saying? Bye-bye, Daisy. A slight lull in the action, however, it looks like there is a Herald take going on by the Kazakhs here. Which again, I don't, even though I think RP scales a bit better, you're against a team that's, their full team, and that is a very good team, so I think that macro-wise and late-game team fighting, they're going to have an edge just naturally. So I think getting that Herald early and trying to accelerate the game is really good. Just super good trade from Jax, so does not mind that Zach got the kill. He's still going for the fights and winning, and yeah, Jax does scale super well, so I don't think that's going to be getting much better for Kled. Maybe on 1 item spikes if they can hit him about the same time. Kled will be stronger for a bit again, but I think, which again, I don't play top, but I think 2 items up, the advantage is going to keep going more and more in Jax's favor. Rengar does have to burn ult just to get away from the Kazakhs. He's running. He's going for Caitlyn. He's saying, all right, I see the jungler in the support here, but no, he's not going to go and fully commit to the dive with both summoners up on the Caitlyn. That is risky, but I like that he's looking. Though that's also probably just one of the better paths out, but knowing Cody has to... Zach has been flashed again, and he's trying to get remounted here. He's going to be able to, it looks like, but I don't think he can do much off it. He's got to be careful. Jax has his ult up still, and if he dismounts again, there's a long timer. Oh, Joe walks into the trap, but just so many turrets and plants. Does get the shutdown, dies for it, but that is worth 600 gold in the hands of Lucy Lulu, and they are actually the sibling matchup here in the Archlector and Lucy Lulu. Doesn't look like Zesty plays top either. Let's go, dude. You are base and possibly red filled as well, if I had to say. I want to see. I think we actually did once, but I want to see Major Brad in one of these games showing us how it's done. We can get you in here, and we can get the that first worst Dr. Mundo or whatever. Yes, first worst Mundo. That second worst Mundo knows, and just go from there, see what happens. Nice ulti, though, from Zach onto the Twitch mid. Oh my god. Kills everywhere. Bloody game. 14 kills at 12 minutes. Funnily enough, I don't think we've really seen the Ivern Rengar combo very much, but doesn't look like he's really needed to, because Ivern is happily 2-0-2 on his own. More like Major Vad. Andrew, go to Vad, dude. God, you're such a loser, bro. Leave him alone. He's probably better than you. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I'd like mods. Can we get him timed out? 3 days. Thank you. Nice dive from MDC onto this side of RP here. Trevor going down, trying to hold that, but they have to drop that wave. Bobby Joe Green is doing really well up here. Definitely some hope there for them. Oh, really nice way to burn the flash from Sumino Mas. He does trade flashes, but I like the aggressive look. Major Brad just thinking that that's amazing, because probably just because of how wrong it is. If I had to guess, he's like, "Oh yeah, dude, nice, that's so cool, dude, amazing." That you're such an idiot, Ian. You're super. Oh my god, Jello Destroyer. How do you know if there's an elephant in the fridge though? You're too kind. Please be upset. Yeah, he kind of needs it. Does dismount the Kled. My Backusaur going in. Close to remounting the nice stun. Shutdown going onto Kha'Zix, which, you know, Jax would have probably liked getting that one, but I think it's perfectly fine going onto the Kha'Zix. He needs to get rolling to get back into this game. They're dropping the Rift Herald, which will get a charge off before plates drop here. Right on the numbers you need. I'm Atlas catching out the roam from those two. The really nice stun onto... Oh my god, this is exactly what they need. Stun go down. Ivern's on the run. He's going to get the blast gun, but he's playing a fire there. He's going to go down. No! He's stuck in the Krugs! Now that's what I call Krug gaming from the side of Krugs, though. You know what I'm saying? They get you in their pit of Krugs there, and you're done. Guaranteed Jax loses that fight to Krugs if he doesn't flash out. I'm gonna have a talk with Guy after the game. Good. He's gonna need it. I would like to see, you know, like a nice talk go down in between games here, and you set him straight on what's going on here. He needs something, you know. Krugs for Krug gaming. Holy Krug dip. Really nice ult, but the stun, is he gonna be able to get out? No. Drops the ward to ward hop, but does not get the jump off. Brad must have walked in and gave him a quick talking to during that gray screen, you know, intermediary there. Jump onto the Twitch. I think he's just done. Good old Rengar gaming. On the plus side, AP Twitch can build Zanya's. And not Zanya's Pizza, though, either, Andrew, to be clear. It'd be cool if he could, though. Had to teach him how to play quick. Thank you, man. I know it's like, it might, I don't know, some people might like frown on it because it's kind of like coaching, I guess, but I don't know. I think people are just getting a little upset looking at what he's doing up there, what was going on, so I think it's better you just get in there, set him straight. Honestly, though, Caitlyn's got a really solid CS lead considering the fact that you're against Heimer Zyra, which I cannot imagine a much more impressive lane. Obviously, Heimer with the 4-1-1 is doing very well. My Backusaur possibly getting taken down. He's going to get dismounted here. He does have flash in just a few seconds. Blast Cone's there. He's going to Q. Blast Cone out. He's going to get out. Jack's looking, but I don't think he's going to be able to catch that. Cody steals away the red buff. We got Drake in a minute. MDC should be setting that up. It does look like it's going to be a Cloud Soul this game, which... you know, on the side of the team that's going to start picking up, which is probably MDC, you know, not what you love to see, but it's not a terrible soul. And Rengar can schmoove with that thing. When he ults, he'll be flying. The rest of them aren't necessarily crazy with it. Clyde might be okay. You taught him that escape yesterday? Yeah, yeah, it shows, because I would never in a million years expect Zach to pull that one off. Like, he just wouldn't be able to figure out where he'd have to go, you know, in that situation. So I definitely expected something out there. Jax does get a turret here, so I'm just letting directed camera do its thing. Oh! Cody almost trades one back. Does go down to Trevor. My back is sore there, which is, again, it's good to get that Kha'Zix going. And they actually, I was talking about MDC would likely be picking up the Stray. Not anymore. So Kha'Zix going to likely just be able to pick that one up real quick. Heimer's down below. That is a sketchy spot to be if you're Heimer. But however, they do not know. They could not possibly know he's there. They wouldn't know. Absolutely, Andrew. That was a very good play by Major Brad to escape from that one for Zach. It's kind of just funny there, but nice job from them to pick up some kills. Joe actually gaming his freaking head up, dude. They couldn't know. They would never know. Oh my god, dude. This guy's cracked. Oh my god. That's what I'm talking about, baby! I'm not supposed to be biased, but god dang. Biggest Joe fan right here, so sorry. They could never know. That's signature Joe. Just sets up the turrets in a bush. Doesn't care that they're taking Drake. He just waits. I don't need Drake where I'm going. Let him get it. Takes out his old captain, and my back is sore. Zach he's just sitting there. Oh, he must be going over to Brad's room quick for some tips, possibly some tricks. Honestly, a good use of his time there. So I think that's definitely worth it. Jack's just slow pushing the wave anyways. You got time to go hit up your brother for some League of Legends tips there. That's what I'd be doing too in that situation if I lived in the same vicinity as Major Brad. Into tricks, Reese, yes. Tips into tricks. Like how to make Twitch disappear. Cody went and talked to him too. Because, like, magicians do that, you know? Like, they have the trick where they, like, and the thing will, and then it's like it's not, like, it's there and then it isn't, you know? Like, that. Yeah, Twitch should have just played safe, honestly. Yeah, you're right. Twitch is still camouflaged out there somewhere. Where is he? Oh, he's back. He was in the base the whole time. Looks like he might be going the Crown of the Shattered Queen on the AP Twitch, which I think is absolutely the play here into the Rengar and Kled. You definitely want a little bit. It's a nice hook, however, I think that's just going to be a little bit of poke onto them. Jail. What do you think about the map on Fall Guys, Reese? The one with, like, the big, huge fans that just kind of spin. Just kind of curious what you were thinking. Big fan of Big Fan. Cool. Me too. Big fan. They're one of the best. Absolutely. Looks like they're going to shove this turret down. They got to get out of there. They can't fight that, and the turret goes down. Kled alt. Nice stealth from the Kha'Zix to avoid the contact there. I mean, Atlas should not be trying to fight this. He should have just tried to peace out. I think they were too focused on my back is sore, and he would have been able to walk over to the Thresh Lantern, but he wanted to make something happen. Understandable when the game's going like this, but yeah, and they're going to be able to pick up that turret and a kill. And Siminamas trying to do what he can here, but Daisy's simply too powerful. Nice hook onto Zach, but yeah, there's not going to be enough follow-up there. I would say I'd like to see what RP does differently next draft, but they get one ban, so I mean... it'll be interesting to see what it is, but... Not that they're out of this one by any means, but there's definitely been a few picks on the side of MDC that are looking like a bit of a problem. Trevor building Collector? Is that the only thing that builds out of Dirk Pickaxe? That's not a mythic? I don't even know if there's a mythic that builds out of those, so I don't think there is, but I don't play Assassins much. Serpent's Fang does build out of that? Oh yeah, that makes sense. For some reason I was thinking that had a Caulfield's. Nice shutdown onto the, for the Jax onto the Heimerdinger. Twitch trying to get him out of there. The W slow does scale with AP for Twitch, so it does keep him slowed up there, but not enough, as MDC does take 2 back. Definitely like to see RP still going for it, though, and not just, playing it super safe and slowly losing the game. Trying to make things happen, and they do have some low health bars here on the side of MDC, so if they can utilize that, they can still potentially pressure this Drake or go for a steal. Caitlyn kiting out the Kled. He's schmoovin'. Kha'Zix's going in, but Kled's just too dang tanky. Teleport coming in from Jax, who's actually pretty dang strong at this point. Looks like he's working on a death stance, already has the Frozen Heart. So outside of the bot lane members of MDC, he is going to be tough to deal with. Granted, I think, well, no, I mean, Ben's going the correct build as fully support, but I think you still do a good amount of sustained damage on the Ivern when Daisy's available. Cody just going, I don't need health, not where I'm going. Goes in, one-shots him with like 20 health available. That's all he needs. Does Twitch have a 0-10 power spike? Absolutely. No, I agree, Reese, that, that's just it. I mean, both AD and AP Twitch there would have done a ton, but AP Twitch, if you can get your fully stacked, passive on multiple members and get the E out there, like, it's just a ton of damage. Heimerdinger, the true jungler here, just doing the Drake, trying to zone them off, but he does not have Smite, unlike the actual jungler in Kha'Zix, who might go down. No, he gets out of the laser. Really nice steal. They're actually 1 away from Soul. Trevor hit him with the thanks, the mental warfare coming in. Joe is in shambles. Only not real. Well, no, I was going to say the man doesn't tilt, but he did inform me of some potential misclicks yesterday where he meant to farm his bot wave, but ended up under the enemy mid turret a few times. Trevor isn't chat restricted anymore. Or he's just using his chats for good, I think you can use like 5 if you're chat restricted per game. Also, welcome, Beer League official. Great to see you here. Baron going over to Cody in the fight, going over to MDC, so... Oh, but... Oh! Like I was saying, fight going over to MDC. Picking up the ace, picking up the 5-for-1 Baron. Cody with the thanks. Definitely respect it. Twitch already has 2 kills, so we'll not be seeing a 0-10 spike. Trevor's allowed RP to just be 1 dragon off of Saul. Yeah, I believe. I like that Zach's brother, Zesty Case's brother Brad, believes in RP. He's like, I have taught Zach too much for him to play the early game this bad. Which I don't think, he wasn't playing it that bad, but it's for the story. You gotta understand. Zach, if you watch this, I love you. I don't think you were, it wasn't... Oh, Trevor with the pickup there. Joe too far in it. Goes down, so they're actually going to hold the push off. Ben gets a critical root. However, Jax is going to be able to just hop in, shut him down. Semino Moss close to getting the nice hook. Trevor's going to be able to get the slow here, which might allow Jax. However, Zyra's on the edge, looking to get the root. Oh, but does get pulled in from the Q. Almost gets stunned off that. Trevor going in. I think, okay, good. He does not go fully in. I think that would have been unnecessary. Playing it perfectly and playing around the edges of the fight so he doesn't accidentally give one back over. And that's critical because in 2 minutes 40 seconds they have a shot at getting that soul. And again, it's Cloud, does not give much for combat stats. However, you could argue flat move speed is, usable. Like, it's a good combat stat when you're trying to outrun the likes of, just the Heimer and Zyra waddling at you, Ivern waddling at you. Rengar Kled maybe not as much, but yeah, no, legit losable, absolutely. You are correct in assuming Zach's on MDC. Yeah, RP is his opponent there. Yeah. Oh, there. Goodbye, bot lane of RP. Jack's going in. Rengar heals more damage than he takes. Very fun. Gets the Ivern shield. However, Twitch is thangin'. Gets the reset on his Q. He's thangin'. But he thanged as much as he could, and I respect that. But overall, 2 for 1 there in that. Well, no, because I think Jax technically died in that same exchange, so 3 for 1. But they're trying. They're making stuff happen. Major bad brother. Bad brother, great at top lane though. I don't know who's on the Beer League official chat right now, but I agree. I like to see him at least try and not just giving up and rolling over. It's a really tough situation with the being down 2 players and all of your bans except one. MDC cracking the bot side of the base. They already have mid and Hib. Looks like they're going to pick up bot and Hib. Drake coming up in 50 seconds. That should be all but free, barring a Trevor steal. As members are going to have to stick and deal with these supers. If it even gets that long. Thresh going in to make something happen. Gets killed. With the shielding of Ivern, the Twitch is just not going to make these assassinations happen. Zanya's possible trade here, but nice knock-up off of the Zyre ult. Trevor going in. He does finally pick one up here in that fight. Jumps out into Cody's... That's ready. Yeah, good old Rengar. And to be clear, Cody is Masters League of Legends player. He's pretty solid. So not too surprising. He's 16-4-5 here against the chaotic game that had to be. Because again, I don't think with the subs in the game too, I don't think RP could have played a slow scale style and tried to just out macro later just because, you know, you're stuck in a situation where you're just playing with some subs that you don't play with, and you know, it's just down 4 bans. Yeah, 1 ban's just really tough to deal with. So I think I like the draft, and I like that they're just going for it because I think that's the style you have to play when you're in this really tough situation here. And again, against a really solid team in MDC, so. You have Major Brad's vote, though, and that's what really matters. Oh, Dunavan, welcome. No, I get that. I think it's annoying that Streamlabs OBS makes you log in on the website as well now. I don't know why they changed that, because I would never log in on the site and I would just stay logged in as my own, but here we are. RP had 1 ban and 2 subs. Granted, one of their subs was Trevor, my back is sore, and Simi No Mas was the other, and both of them are stellar players, but again, you don't have the synergy there, and with 1 ban against a team like MDC, that's just tough. that's all there is to it. All right. Hopefully I can get a, is my client freaking out? It sure looks like it. Reach out to Zach, see if he can invite me by name or something if it's showing me offline, or might have to relog in. To just relog in quick. Riot's a small indie company, so unfortunately due to that, their client does suffer oftentimes not working. It says player not available if he tries to invite you, so I'm just going to relog in quick. Anyway, really fun game though, like we were hoping for. Just wild. Which is good. MDC needs handouts now. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're always complaining. Why does the other team get all these bans? They should have 1. So they finally got their wish. Oh, you're gonna sleep now, ZZZ, like that? That's cool. Are you actually going? If so, good night. There we go. Now it's showing. Helps from the beer league owners on the team. Yeah, he just says, "Hey guys, the game lobby's full." That's what he says. Yeah. One sec. Huh. My mind subconsciously clicked on Bobby Joe Chan because I just really wanted to talk to him. Oh, does it look like? Huh. Well, no, Estoc's here. He wasn't last time. Does that mean? But I see Trevor. Okay, no, see me no Mas is dipping out now. So it looks like they got one of their teammates back. I wonder if they will be able to get back a ban or two here now. Pull up draft here. Except for I think this was still scuffed when I tried. So I could fix that, but it's just not worth it to me right now. So. They booted you? That's messed up. Honestly, in this situation, I would have just kicked myself out of the game and let you take my spot. Team would have been better off. Absolutely. No, you had a lot of really nice hooks. The game was just I can't imagine just playing Thresh into the turrets into plants. That's just annoying. They said I missed too many flash hooks on. Oh my god. Like, how are you expected to land them? It's freaking Joe, dude. He's busted. Okay, have to fix this still, I guess, because it's thinking I'm. Oh, and then it's doing the overlay. Isn't there like a way? Can I do this? I thought there was a way to just like fit this to screen really quick, but maybe not. No, this is all wild. I'm gonna just redo this. You know what? It doesn't matter where their names are. I'm just switching back to this one. Yeah, no, absolutely. Joe's insane. I heard he was in his silver promos the other day. I think you might even want him. So, just to let you know the caliber of player you're stuck against. Draft is starting. MDC starts with a Lulu ban. They use their one ban on Rengar. I think that's fair. I believe what was it last time? It was Zach, which is a really good jungler right now, but it's Cody, so I would probably rather have him on a tank, honestly, even though he's gonna do good on it. He's at least not gonna one shot me right away. Yeah, I think Rengar ban would have been good last game, but it's tough. You have one ban, so it's like, well, what do you do? So I think they just lose one, or they either lose, or do they only get two? I don't know. Let me double check here. They lose second round. Yeah, yeah. So they should be able to ban someone here. Maybe they're just thinking about it. Unless there's the Zach. Yeah. Okay. I'm kind of surprised at the, which again, really good champions with the Sedge and the Zach, but not exactly ones you'd expect Cody to prioritize super heavily, and it does leave the, well, no, MDC keeps banning the Vi, so that's gone. I'm renting her right away again. Yeah, exactly. Just Just let them do what they want to do when you're subbing in my opinion. Obviously, like you said, give your advice. Say, hey, Rangar could be a good band, but they obviously have things that they think are stronger or weaker, and I might think I know a lot or whatever, but then that doesn't mean I just objectively know more. So gotta let them cook. B1 or Dinger, indeed, Reese. Very based, I might add, and absolutely, red pilled. So. I'm Zach's weakness. I beat him in his own Overwatch 2 tournament. They absolutely get in there. Oh, the mid lane Thresh. I don't know if Andrew actually went to bed or if he's here. He definitely killed me a couple times with in a 1v1 with a support item Thresh against Yasuo. I was Yasuo with a normal item. He solo killed me a couple times, but it was back in the day. I was doing classic Yasuo things like taking turret shots in lane for no reason, getting hooked into turret and dying. Just classic Yasuo gamer things. We got MF Heimerdinger this time, which you might think, oh, it's switching over to Heimerdinger support, but it's not. This is going to be Dan APMF support with Heimerdinger from Joe. No credit to the captain. Well, I mean, when you're Major Brad, I don't think you really got to credit just about anyone else. We're going to see Renekton top for Zach. Into the York, which they banned last time, so this time they go, leave it up. Even though Zach lost lane, so I don't know if I'd be leaving up the guy's favorite pick, but right, they're banning early in Soul just because this is where they would be losing a ban. It just makes it go a little quicker, as he is not able to be picked right now until the next patch in Beer League. Bro picked the best player, exactly. We still realistically have a mid and jungle to pick up on the side of RP, and realistically the same on MDC. So we'll see what they go with here. One of the solo laners are going to have to be blinded on each side. Well, no, I'm sorry. Top laner's already picked, but we'll see. That's actually probably because they kept Trevor, right? Yeah, Trevor's still in. Simino Moss is out. So this is actually likely my back of sword Trevor Echo Jungle, which I think is actually a pretty solid pick. They did buff him up several patches ago now, but they made his passive just super good. I think they did a few things, but his passive just annihilates camps, kind of like Diana. You were number one pick and somehow got picked third round. That is messed up. Udyr. Likely Udyr Jungle. I don't know if I've seen Cody play it, but I'm sure he does. I think the champ's just in a really good spot right now. And then the Yone. Huh. Huh. Is that Ben Yone? I don't think I've seen him play that either. But maybe I'm just sleeping on these picks and just don't happen to see the games that they play them. And then the Mordekaiser, which is it Mord mid? Is it Mord mid or is it Echo mid and Trevor's more jungle? But I know Trevor plays Echo, so I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna try to fix that while I can. Why does it move? Oh, maybe that's just scuffed up from when I did it before. I'll at least have time to fix this because we have to do a spectator delay. That should be it anyways. And fix that. And that's not the confusion. That is not the first team. Alphabet, I don't, whatever. I haven't ran the stream in a while, as you can obviously tell. There you go. And again, I can kind of decide who won this. I can just put the one by RP. That'd be kind of fun. Right, stream 5. Yeah, we're trying. They have 3 dive champs into Zaya Ash. Yeah, that is odd. Yone at least kind of like dives and then can just leave. But it's still going to be tough to get a nice combo onto their AD carry. Yeah, I think draft-wise, I definitely like RP's draft a lot. Again, MDC's got a wild one with the Joe Merdinger and the what is likely APMF support, and they did let Bobby Joe Green, I believe, is either Yorick main or at least plays a lot of the champion as they banned it last time. Blue Metal's actually, I believe, the captain of that team, Brad, and likely just couldn't quite make it. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, game 1 with the 1 ban, I think they played well, but MDC is a very strong team, and they only had 1 ban to work with. Teams are going to struggle going against MDC with all 5 bans, so. I mean, there's a world where you could have just been like, wait, but also I get where that'd be weird. And, yeah. Well, at least, hopefully you can watch them pick up an old Dubsky here in game 2. They did good. Top lane was looking really good. I don't know if you were able to watch that one, but Bobby Joe Green did very well with the Jax top into Zach's Kled. Yeah, no, I definitely get that. You don't want to be ruffling feathers or I think it would have been fine, but I'll say, yeah, it's like just a weird situation because it's like draft's already done, bans lost, like, yeah. Bobby Joe Green is correct indeed. Dude, that guy was putting on a clinic in top lane. Yeah, he got Yorick this game, which admittedly I'm not as familiar with his champ pool, but they banned it last game, so I'm assuming he's that's his main. Imagine doing it multiple times. Solo killing Zach, that is. But that, I don't know. Zach's, he's very, very good, but he does have the tendency to like level 1, level 2, just like, and like Andrew said, like he'll win the coin flips most of the time, but sometimes he'll just flip that coin and hope it's good. Again, it works out for him majority of the time for sure, but then like last game he had a rough lane, but then I mean he came back and was fine. But yeah, just makes if the rest of the team wasn't doing as well, it could have been bad. But he did a good job using Kled ults to find picks to get himself back in too. And Cody did have a nice gank to get him back in early. I'm excited to see the Bobby Joe Green Yorick, and I'm assuming the Mord mid. Right? Is that? Maybe Blue Metal has insight into that, but I don't know. I don't know if it's Mord mid or what. I'm assuming so because Trevor is subbing and he loves Echo. He's super good on it, so. And again, yeah, especially with the lost bands and the subs, I always like the all underdog stories. So yeah, it'd be cool to see RP pull this one off. Again, they looked good, and they did actually get another member back, and Stock coming back in for Simino Mas. To see Lulu going back to support, I'm assuming, and Stock playing on the AD carry role now. So, at least most of the team here now. So that's definitely going to make a difference, and it could have, if they are feeling any sort of tilt from that one, that can kind of help bring it back when you get your team back. Actually, I lied. It looks like Stock's playing support Ashe with Halo Blades, which is a very common thing right now, but I'm just surprised he's the one on the support role, unless Admittedly, I've missed some games this season, but I don't think that's the standard setup they've been doing. I think S-Talk's been traditionally the AD carry, but granted, I mean, he's still kind of playing AD carry, but... Sorry, I'm just doing this old school. I'm just clicking. I don't know. Whatever. I don't wanna. I'm just chilling. I just click the things. No hotkeys for this guy. Let me fix this. Is that Heimerdinger bot with a Dorn's Shield start? I don't know about that one, Joe. That's a little... That's something. But yeah, it is Trevor on the Echo. So that's Atlas on the Mord mid. I feel like he's done that this season, but maybe that's someone else, or maybe I'm just completely wrong. They almost pick up that ward. They at least see it go down. Trevor gonna reset for the sweeper. Cody going in to get a ward back. I'm going to shit. So, all right then, buddy. I'm gonna shit yourself. Boom. You know what I'm saying, dude? Yeah, no spin to win this time around. Don't get to see any spinning on the Nexus. Renekton does do like one spin with his little, I don't know, glaive, whatever you'd call it. I think it's like a glaive thing. Cody on Udyr. I feel like Cody on anything's pretty pog, but we'll also, yeah. So Atlas going in. They're both throwing out ignites. Ben flashing away, Q back in. Pretty even trade, though. Atlas does come out one summoner ahead. They both have the Dorn shield, so sustain-wise should be pretty even there. Neither running teleports, so neither of them are going to want to back. I'm guessing there's going to be some jungler attention soon if neither reset. There's the Heimerdinger. Oh, the big Mastery Flash coming out of the Archlector. Just brutalizing this minion wave with those these cute little guys. Little dragons. Nice trade from Zach. Does get the level 2 advantage there. Actually, QE for the first 2 levels. A lot of times, I think that's actually pretty standard these days on Renekton, but sometimes you'll see the W, so people get a big trade, but it's because you almost always start Q level 1, it's really tough to make any... Unless someone wants to fight into you right away, like if York was going to play really aggressive. Oh, and really nice gank from Trevor. Just gets him on the edge there. First blood going over to Lucy Lulu, killing her brother in the Archlector. This is a potential dive angle, though it is low and the jungler is not there, so Bobby Joe Green knows that... Well, actually, no, I don't think they've seen Cody, so he might be playing a little safe, but he's able to farm that up. Does have teleport, and he's healed up a good amount now. Mid lane, both have kind of recovered from that early fight. Trevor does this level 3 gank every single time he plays Echo. I believe it. I haven't watched too many of his Echo games recently because I feel like he hasn't, but maybe he's been playing it more this season. I've missed some games this season, I've just been busy. Haven't been watching as many as I would like to, but he does generally have creative gank paths, but Ben no flash, so he could be going down, does get the Q3 to get out and get a little return damage with the turret shot going on. York heals up every time he Qs, so does Renekton though, so they're kind of just sustaining against each other. Renekton does have the Dorn's Blade extra Omnivamp though, and York has used his refillables. He does the flash. Yeah, there it is. Good night, Sweet Prince. That's the, you can't stick around against the Renekton with the flash ignite top lane when you're that low. Once he's got 50 Fury, like, yeah, he's just can cover so much distance, and you know that you can just do that. Feels bad, but you're also running the teleport. This might sound obvious, but it's also like, I totally get why Bobby Joe Green was still there. It's really tough to just leave. But when it's a ignite into teleport lane, I think it's really important to know that, like, if you're in a position like that, he could have reset. Oh, wow, really well played from the RP bot lane to actually win the 3v2 and pick up a kill onto Cody. The Heimerdinger is not, like, amazing gank assists. He wants people to play into him, so he's not really going to be able to set up that well. Really nice turnaround again. Heimer's got a level advantage, but it doesn't matter. He just goes down. Again, he wants people to play into his turrets, but they're over-forcing in that lane. I think that if you're playing Heimer bot, you don't put your resources there. You just let him exist. Though it does look like Ben should be able to pick up the kill onto the Xayah and a big shutdown. Yeah, all you gotta do is land that W. They just... That's right, buddy. You got plunged. Is that blue guy still around? Is that blue metal? He's probably around. Yeah, he's blue. Dabu D Dabu Die. W is to try to pick up the one minion, however, that messes up the rest of the wave. Decent trade from both sides, either winning too heavily over the last E, I'd say, and because of Mordekaiser's W, how it works, so end up a little bit ahead there, be able to heal up. Renekton actually has a somewhat difficult time clearing the ghouls because they take heavily reduced AoE damage. A gank coming in from my back is sore. I will hold that thought. Joe just posturing on those turrets says, try me. I'm just sitting here. You won't. Does ult onto Ben. They're fighting in the Hell Realm. We don't get to see the rest of that one quite yet. They pick up the kill there, and he finishes him off. Well played from I'm Atlas, but well played from the side of MDC to pick up another kill top lane with a nice gank. And Joe just standing his ground and not dying to the gank bot lane is just funny. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's like the most tilting stuff for for AD carries. Oh, did he? Oh my god, Joe's just a gamer, dude. But that's just it. That's how you want to play the Heimer, and that's how you don't want to play into it. Up until then, I feel like MDC was playing poorly with the Heimer, trying to force stuff away from his turrets where he's not going to be able to contribute. Cody's going to go down here. He's running Ghost. Though, they might be able to trade back. Oh, yeah. S-Stock just needs a little more damage, but he's not able to get it. The Archlector low on mana, but his super turret is just going off. Overall, a close fight. If Echo has E here, he does have the stun up. He's going to trade an ult. There we go. But, yeah. Heimer, that's just it. You got to know how your characters, you shouldn't just know what your champion wants to do. You should know how the other champions play, and I know it's a little difficult at times, but, like, yeah, Heimerdinger, you're taking away a lot of his value if you're forcing a fight away from where he's set up with his turrets. So, again, let people try to gank him and play into him and have him draw pressure instead of trying to play. You have a Renekton top, too, so that is a lane where you can help get him rolling like crazy, and he has an awesome gank setup. So I would focus your resources there, even get the Yone rolling, who can just scale like crazy, and let Heimer just do his thing. When they have to play into him like that, he's able to pick up some kills and just walk away, basically. Just, yeah, no, Trevor's nuts, so. Fun to see him subbing in. That's within their point limit as well, so it's cool to see just a kind of staple, member of the community here, and just very solid jungler hopping in with another team and playing and having a good time, doing well. And it's always fun to see him go up against Cody, as they are kind of, in Beer League anyways, the OG kind of jungle rivalry, as both have hit Masters. Cody currently is Masters. Now we have a few of those types, but they were the original back when they were like the only ones that had hit Masters ever. And of course, both in the jungler role, so that's always fun. Still is fun. Echo Smurfing. Absolutely. 202. Champion scales quite well. There isn't anyone on the side of MDC that's gonna, like, well, I guess Udyr will end up being pretty tanky, but Renekton's gonna go probably at least 2 bruiser items and realistically not go full tank. Though he's a little tough to assassinate. If Echo stays ahead of the curve, he might be able to, cause some trouble for him. A little bit of a trade going back onto the mid lane there. Yone just snaps back. Nice trade from Zesty Queso. A classic Renekton, just empowered with your W. E, get the big W in. Q, E out. Though I don't think he has E now. He's going to alt flash ignite forward. Bobby Joe Green actually gets the shutdown. He's walking away. Cody's trying to make something happen, but I think he's just got to clear the wave and go. Very well played from Bobby Joe Green. picking that one up when Zach expends every resource he possibly could. And I think, I get what he's going for there. He's trapped in the thing. You either have to flash aggressively or possibly just flash out and leave. But without having that completed Blade of the Ruin King, he just doesn't quite have the dueling potential there. Nice little trade. Yone in this matchup is going to have to just rely on these little trades, however, until he feels comfortable all-inning. But then this happens. You go in one time when you don't have your E, and you're just going to get ulted, sent to Brazil, and microwave down. The first item, Ravenous, which I do believe applies to Maiden's attacks as well as your Ghoul's attacks. You won't heal from them as it isn't Omnivamp anymore, and I don't know if you would have before anyways, but I do believe it'll make your Ghouls cleave and your Maiden attacks cleave, making an already very oppressive split pusher even more so, just being able to constantly shove in. Brazil, straight to jail. I don't... Maybe it doesn't make the Ghouls AoE. Maybe the Maiden does. No, I don't think they do. I think it's still just a really good item. So I think it's perfectly fine to get it, and it helps with the push power anyways. But, yeah, I guess it doesn't apply to your Ghouls and your Maiden, but... That item has been very good this season so far, though I know it did receive a few nerfs, and now it's no longer Omnivamp. And the stats have been reduced a little bit, but again, I still think it's a very solid item, especially in a situation like this where he's renecting your Yorick, so you're probably going to have really nice stun while he doesn't have the potential to empower his stance he's in, so he can't make himself unstoppable. Does go down. Really nice pick from Estoc finding that ult. Joe setting up some turrets, trying to zone him off, but he's not going to be able to stop that ward take. Drake is up, so they're looking. Trevor might be able to get the stun. He does go for the flash. I think he's going to be able to finish him off, and he can ult out if need be, but I don't think he even has to burn that. Yorick might just beat down old Zesty here. Winning all over the map is RP. You love to see it. They're down a member of their team, and the pivotal one, too. Blue Metal being the captain, and a very solid mid laner. Yeah, they're still making it work against arguably one of the strongest teams in the league, so really like to see it. Sup, diff. No, this is game 2. That was kind of looking like that in game 1, but no. No, but honestly, yeah, very awesome. Very clean game from them. Really love to see it. And I think MDC, but I don't know. It's tough to tell because I would say MDC might be like messing around a little bit with Heimer Misfortune bot lane, but Joe actually really loves Heimer and plays it a lot. And Dan loves Misfortune support. So, like, these are normal picks for those players. So I don't think they're, like, disrespecting anything. I just think they actually were like, yeah, I want to play that here, and I think it'd be good. So I don't think it's anything like that. I think they're just... RP is playing very well. Yeah, Trevor is going insane indeed. But yeah, the whole team is 205. Support Ashe has the Umbral, which I really like to see right away. I think the item's so good on any support that can build it. 303 on the Echo, just doing super well. It's only 221 on the Yorick, but we just saw a solo kill not long ago. He's got, his Ravenous is just about fully stacked, and he's going to be tough to deal with by any one member, possibly any 2 members soon here. And also, like with Olaf, the Yorick ring, the arena, or whatever you want to say, that he makes, yeah, you can be unstoppable, but that's one of the few things that it's not technically CC, but it's going to stop you, so like a Jarvan ulti for Olaf. Yeah, absolutely. And MDC's doing well too. We've seen some really good plays, like the solo kill from Zach on the Renekton. Ben, I believe, has had it was either a solo kill or either way he picked up a nice kill. Yeah, it was a nice roam. The assist, I'm trying to think of where that was. But yeah, definitely, like, they're doing good. And again, they're an insane team, so if they can kind of pull it together here and stop bleeding out, so to speak, kind of stop this advantage from growing for RP, then they absolutely are still in it. Echo's safe. The ult barely misses onto the Renekton. But, in the meanwhile... Bye, Maiden. Just kidding. Hello, Maiden. Bobby Joe Green just knowing exactly how much that maiden was able to tank there. So nothing really to quite fight for besides the Herald right now. It is Herald 2, which is less important, but obviously he's going in. He gets exhausted. The Ignite onto the support Ashe. He does manage to get her. So they really needed that. That was nice. Does flash follow. Picks up the Heimer. He's by himself here, though, now. A really nice ulti from Yone, just barely catching him. The E goes wide, and he goes down. Trevor looking. The flash Q dodged out, so that's a wasted flash from Yone, but I like the look. Yorick was shoving the whole time. He does have teleport up, but I kind of feel like Yorick should not be resetting here. He should just say, it's second Herald. I've got a wave at tier 2. I'm Yorick. I'm just going to keep shoving. Trevor goes for the steal. He gets it. He's not going to be able to get the eye, but I love that he denies it. With the Echo, you can absolutely go for those plays because, you know, unless they have something like a Malzahar or something that's going to be able to, like, immediately and consistently lock you down there, very easy to just go for the steal and just get out. And they might, well, I don't think this is worth it because he's going to die for this. And now Esok's way too far up there. Yeah, no, they should not have went for this. Just deny the objective, accept the fact that you can't get the eye. It's second Herald. It's not a big deal. You managed to steal it from them. That should be good enough there, but I get it. You're like, oh, I can maybe just grab it, but since you already committed to Echo ult, you just gotta let it drop. Just be happy with the win. Oh! Joe just absolute legend here, man. The E does not take him. Looks like an execute. It looks like a mastery flash to me. Executed. Can we see? Oh, okay, no mastery flash, but he does hit us with the XD in chat, so an equally good maneuver there. Just as much mental warfare, mental damage to the enemy team. Can we report Heimer for what? Smurfing did? Trevor the type of guy to say worth the mental damage. Yeah, I love when it just tilts people so bad when they stop me from getting Herald, but then they just give me a free shutdown. It just ticks them off when they get that free 600 gold. I love it. Though they might just end up getting the Drake regardless. The gold lead's still significant. No man, though. Zesty just getting kind of cooked by these ghouls here. Nice flash. They're absolutely going to get the Drake. York he's schmoovin'. Bobby Joe Green's he's on a happy little stroll. This is wild. You can do it, buddy! Come on! Oh. Stopped. I forgot that Udyr can just smite you with lightning from the sky sometimes. How'd he get down? Did the Q... No, the Q just came back. Was that smite? No. Maybe? I don't know. Red buff? Oh, no, Trevor did pick up the Herald, so I take back everything I said. It's all been worth it. No, it still wasn't, to be clear, but... Yeah, mental damage. I got some of that. Rent 600. Me too! Nice, man. And huge passive damage. Xayah with just a massive 4-2-0, dude. York is working on stacking back up that Ravenous, though it's going quite quickly after he had that little stroll through the enemy turrets. Now this is where both teams are going to have to, I was about to say, have to start being careful as Cody's getting sent to Brazil, but Baron's up in 25 seconds. Cody dies here, that could potentially be really bad for the team. And because of the nature of them having Yorick, he is so good at pulling the map apart, and you're down your jungler now, Baron's about to spawn, like, they don't even have to start it, but they can pressure it, and now you have to decide, like, do we do something about Yorick, or do we just let him basically get inhib, or do we try to fight there? Go straight to jail? Fall Guys jail. Mordekaiser finally getting that mana regen. He's been the whole game. Absolutely it does. I like to imagine when Mord ults you, it sends you to big fans from the hit game Fall Guys. That's what I like to imagine. I think that's pretty fun. Big fan of the map. Do you think who wins in a 1v1? Yone or Yorick's Maiden of the Mist? I honestly think it might be Maiden if they're just sitting there hitting each other. Maiden? Yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. It's also worth noting it's Hextech map in Soul. Super strong Soul, probably the strongest, and that's available in 2 minutes for the side of RP potentially. He 2 levels up and Yone has 1 item. Yeah, but how many items does Maiden have? No, I agree though, Maiden absolutely. She's just too strong. Maiden's yoked. Oh, really nice ulti. Can he put that? Oh! Beautiful! He Prowler Claws in to stop the ulti from going all the way there. Blocks him so he has to burn his flash as well. Love to see it. I was hoping he could get in the way there. He's doing a ton of damage to the turret, however, Udyr's here to try to stop him. He's stuck in the cage, but he is tanking turret. He's tanking MFL. He's still alive from the heal over from Lucy Lulu and then his Q heal. Huge damage coming in onto Zac, stuck there, stunned up. Echo ulting back, gets a flash from Misfortune. These guys might have to leave. There's definitely dive potential here. No ult from Echo makes it a little sketchy, and with Soul coming up so soon and them being ahead, I don't think it's worth a risky play. However, people are backing off. I think this is more correct. Get these resets in. I would like to see Mordekaiser get a reset. And what is his gold right now? I guess he doesn't have much to spend. He's full health, so he doesn't necessarily need to, but I won't... Hopefully he doesn't reset now, is really all it is, and I think Echo should have reset, just because I think you want to make sure you get this, so I think you want to make sure you have the setup, you have the inside track, you're on the objective before them, so they have to walk into you. Because you don't want Heimer to get there first. I mean, they're behind, but one of the ways you lose is you have to play into a Heimer fully set it up with 3 turrets and a super turret when you walk in, and that's like one of the, you know, it's probably not going to happen, and now they're here to set up, but like, got to kind of think about that. They're here 10 seconds before it spawns. I think you should be here 30 seconds before it spawns, setting up, so Heimer can't do that. Poppy Joe Maiden kind of lit, though, absolutely. More just in there, but ult does wear off, and he starts getting blasted. Amazing ult from Ben, but it's just they're 2 behind. He gets hit with the wall. Oh my god, talking about amazing ults, just an insane play. Unironically, someone clipped that from My Back Is Sore. That was just so satisfying to watch, and all this while Yorick is just ending the game. And My Back Is Sore Trevor with the see you later. And that all comes back from when he got that Herald and absolutely decimated their mental. You know? They could not have done that otherwise. Can we get a replay? I closed my eyes. Hopefully someone clips it, otherwise I will actually, like, that will be worth going back and replaying. But I'm going to do it after, because I don't want to, it's too far now. Yeah, no, your team's doing awesome, man. Love to see it when a key member's gone and they can still show up. Which, I mean, on all the teams, basically everyone's just a key member, but, you know, like your captain, you know what you're doing. Yeah, you're definitely run some games, so... Thank you, Blue. Yeah, Jamie, check out the clip that he made there. That should be it. It was so satisfying to watch. Just probably like the most or one of the most satisfying Echo ults I've seen. Actually in a game. I mean, you've seen like YouTube clips where people get like pentakills, whatever, where everyone's stacked up, but yeah. Trevor's higher ranked than you, but I mean, again, you have to consider synergy and everything too. Trevor is a really good, I've played with him a good amount, and I've played against him a good amount. He's a really good in-game leader and stuff too. Like, he does a lot of shot calling, he tries to keep morale high. Very good guy to play with, so, I mean, definitely a asset to any team, but I believe you're a lot the same way too. So it's good that he's playing for sure. But like you do a lot of like you know how the game's supposed to be played, where people should be. No stranger to voicing that and keeping people on track and playing macro how they should be. RP should be able to just pick this Baron up. And it's looking worse and worse for the side of MDC here. Might end up being a draw. Yeah, honestly, that can be. I think soft skills are so underrated when it comes to team environments. Like, you can have a team of 5 just insanely cracked gamers, but like, if none of them are like, if they're all just kind of like low energy and susceptible to like, tilt and stuff, and there's no one to like keep that spirit up, I think that's huge. And it's unironically, I think something that like as a captain, I think is important to work on and stuff, and something I always would try to make sure, because it can make all the difference, especially in a series like this. And RP, I guarantee going into game 2, like, Trevor's subbing, he's probably like, it's fine, we got this, it's nothing. Like, I've played with him enough. He keeps people thinking until that Nexus blows up, you have a chance. And looks like RP is just going to close this one out. Awesome job from them. I love to see it. Definitely the underdogs in this series. I don't want to be biased, but with, losing bans and members down and MDC just being so good, very cool to see him come back for the 1-1. Very well played to both teams. Game 1 is just wild from MDC, and game 2, just kind of the opposite. So the only death off Trevor being for the mental damage of taking the Rift Herald. So, take that as you will. Is it a death? Is it just the death of the enemy morale? I don't know. But, yeah. Very, very fun games. Very well played by both teams, and it was awesome to see RP do so well with just a tough situation, both game 1 and less so in game 2, but still losing a couple bans and down their captain. So very well played, both teams. And yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks, man. Normally I just ramble a lot, but yeah, it works. No problem, man. Very well played, S-Stock. Awesome catches with the Ashe ult. I don't know if you're normally playing support or if it was just, to have you do that Ashe build, but yeah, it looked really good. A ton of good catches. Those snipes are awesome. Set up a lot of what got you guys rolling early. Now, that was such a fun series to watch. I'm glad you were able to come back in for game 2. Yeah, it looks like you wanted to spice it up. That makes sense then. No, it definitely worked out. So I like to see the Xayah. I think she's super good right now, especially that Navori build. Yeah, well, thanks again for watching, everyone. Appreciate it. And have a good night.